fictional character. It's long overdue, but I thought, let me read up and contextualize and get the right timing where he becomes, so you got the genesis. Do you know what I mean? I suppose, I'm not going to say I'm going to be writing the North and South, but I'll start small. I think I know what I'm going to do in my initial, but I'm not going to give you an idea because I don't want someone to say, oh, it's a good idea, let me do it, and publish it. So anyway, so I spoke about Aiders for Trump, Yvette Tone. I briefly talked about coronavirus. It's a virus that, once infected, it displays itself like the flu, and the flu is horrible. I'm telling you now, it lays me down. I don't like it, you know what I mean? But generally, the doctor said on TV, everybody recovers. It's only a few people, and usually the elderly. Children are okay, right? So all this stuff with, we're going to be shutting down schools for 2 weeks, little hysteria going on. There's two things going on. Because Dr. Hillary's on Good Morning Britain, that's the commercial channel. And either he stepped out of line or he's telling the truth. And maybe he's not on script. But they, you know, and on the other hand, you've got people advising Boris, oh, this is good, doom and gloom, and you know what I mean? You have to do your own research, people. You must do your own research. But let me tell you this. Your mum and dad has always told you, wash your hands before you pick up food, wash your hands. When you go to the compound toilet, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Carry some stuff with you, because I mean, you can wash your hands, soap your hands up and stuff like that, yeah? But if you're going to turn off that tap, and it's not one of those that turn off itself, and put your hand back on it, do you understand? So, wash your hands, if it has to be turned off, you don't turn it off, right? You just dry your hands, or get your little kitchen the towels in the toilets, or whatever it is, if you're in public, dry your hands off and go about your business and know where you are. And, you know, you can use gloves and stuff, a few pairs. As for a mask, I'm not going to wear a mask. I have what I got for Christmas. I got a snood. And there's some really fashionable snoods. And there's some nice ones. My one's a bit big, right? I'm like, what the hell is this? I could wear it differently, but there's some nice one with a nice little beanie that matches the snood. And I'm like, yeah. So you can, you know, cover up with a snood, you know? That's what I'm doing. I've not seen anybody do it. Everybody's talking about they've seen people with masks. A snood is good enough for me. So you heard it here, folks. But then again, sometimes I can be a bit of a fashion puppy when I'm out there. No, don't do the big brands, but I like to just, you know, be clean and tidy, smell good and all the rest of it. So I spoke about the coronavirus, and I really mean it. Take care of yourselves. I then spoke about the Kumbaya reparations movement we've got over here, where I didn't exactly go into it because I didn't name any names, but there's a female who heads the reparations market, and all these guys, you know, the conscious crew, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, go sister, this gal. And every time she opens her mouth, she's talking about it's not about money. Then she's bringing in every other suffering under this Kumbaya. I'm like, stop it. Africa got to deal with Africa. Everybody got to deal with what they got to deal with. You know what I mean? Right here and now, you got to deal with you, because then everybody's come over. They don't care about you. Them just a piece of your pie. They don't really care about your struggle and your fight. And if you're not CEDOS, get the hell out of it. Step aside. If you're not going to support, step aside. But you don't take no lead position in this. You know what I mean? And I've told you already on videos, there is, in my view, no true reparations. It's a juggernaut that they've got a few sirs involved, and they're driving that, and they're waiting for the biggest wall to crash it in, and we will not get no reparations because they don't start the argument from the very beginning. The shaping of the New World and who it was that invented the transatlantic slave trade, which were the Jews. And I ended up talking about words. I've been using a lot of words, and I'm going to end my word word discussion here and now. And I'm hoping that I did switch this on. Yes, I did switch it on. So it's been on. And I have been your host, Icubian Organis. And hopefully I can do a newer video, much more regular. I think I'm going to break it down. Someone gave me some tips. You know, it doesn't have to be about education or things of history. Obviously, it's not a favourite to those. But really, I thought I would do that because at some point, someone say, "You never talk about this. You never going to." They may say that you're an idiot. Blah 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 blah. Right? And I will give you an update of my university, but they've got another 10 days. They've got to give me a letter of how they're going to deal with me. Actually, they sent me an email about, okay. Anyway, I'll give you an update when that time comes, okay? So with that, I bid you farewell and God be with you.